All right, good morning, guys. Happy Friday. It's 9:33 in the morning, and just want to show you the trade that we took on gold here this morning. Want to do a review of that. Everything worked out. We put this in. I believe this was Tuesday at 8:30 in the morning. Was when we put this trade in, and I kind of want to review that so that way you've got some feedback on how we did, what we were thinking. So we had a newly formed uptrend in gold on the 3 hour. All right, we had higher highs and higher lows as we approach this. All right, and this high, couple things. All right, this high right here breached 60. The low that was put in place was above 40, and we made a new high. So that is our definition of a trend change. So when going from downtrend to uptrend, we need a new high above 60, a new higher low above 40, then the preceding high makes new highs. Okay? So that's exactly what we have. We have a high above 60. We have a newer low, higher low above 40. And then we make a preceding high that makes a new high here. So that trend has officially changed for me. Okay? So when I go into my 30-minute chart and I'm looking at zones, what am I looking for? If the line of least resistance is up, the trend is up, there are two things that we look for. They are let's see, I'll just do it this way. When the trend is up, we're looking for rally-based rallies and drop-based rallies. Okay? So we see a rally-based rally right here. When we reapproach the level, we're above 40. We get the amen to take our position. Now, this happened very, very fast, but we hit about halfway to our target almost immediately to our first target. Okay? And you guys can see the targets here that we had up, 1949 and 1958. And we came pretty dang close to that. And we hit it Tuesday night officially. So we move our stop to break even on that, right? It just kind of bounced around. We started to get a fade up. And when we went above, was expecting a little bit of a pullback. And the reason why I was expecting a little bit of a pullback was because we had slight divergence. All right? As we made a new high, our momentum, the magnitude and speed of price movements was slowing down. And what happened? We got that pullback before we took off. All right. Now, how did I find my targets? All right. Why did I make my targets as such? Seems like we got them right in the right place. And the reason is a couple reasons. Number one, we looked at higher time frame setups. But number two, I used fib extensions. All right. And we kind of nailed it because since we hit target 2, it's just really going sideways. So on the extensions, we're looking for the last impulse up to the high, back to where we're going to be entering into, looking at 100% of the move, and then 161.8% of the move for our targets. All right. If we had a wider zone and RSI was a little bit lower, we would use 61.8 perhaps as our targets for a 3-to-1. But figuring that the trend was going to continue northwards, that is why I chose the targets that I did. In addition to that, if I look at higher time frame, I'm going to extend these to the left. I can see that our very first target has been touched before. All right, 1, 2 came in through here. All right, so this is kind of like a critical area, if you will, that price was going to be testing. But we came up into it very, very strong when we hit it, right? When we hit T1, we were at 86. So I was very confident that we're going to be able to move through that area. And then also, we kind of have this drop, base drop here. And that's what we're running into right now. So I took my target to just before that area. All right, that resulted in, I believe it was $6,400 on that particular trade. So guys, just a review of how we did what we did on gold and what I was thinking, how I was defining the trend, what I was looking for the levels, how I was defining my targets, moving my stops, just trying to make sure that we all understand when a successful trade occurs, what we need to look at, right? There's always something to learn from a trade here. And, one of the first things that had me a little bit nervous was this large of a pullback from 46 to 38, right? Because we were at halfway to break even, and we were up, I don't know, at that point in time, maybe $5,000. Didn't want to give it all back, but my rule said I wasn't able to really start using my trailing stops yet. All right, so lots of stuff that we could have, that we can learn from this trade. Let me know if you guys have any questions on this, but congratulations for those of you that caught it, and I will see you guys on the next video where we're talking about our next trades. Take it easy. Have a great weekend.